Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we are going to make, I don't know what today. I don't have a thing in mind. I don't have anything in my head. I do not have a project made. I just have a couple of pieces laid out here. And I know this is Tag Tuesday, Tag Along Tuesday. I pulled out those two little pieces and I pulled out my latest digital. This is the digital. It's called Victorian Vintage Ladies. And a lot of you guys had asked for this, so I thought I would go ahead and put it together. It's been up for probably a week or so, but I haven't shown it on here, I don't think. But this is those Victorian ladies that I gave y'all some freebies of not too long ago. If you want those freebies, you can go over to our blog, which is connected to our website. Go to our website. On the left-hand side, you'll see a little tab that says blog. If you click on that, it'll take you over to the blog, and that's where all of the freebies are at the moment. So this, I'll flip through it real quick, and we're going to use some of it. This is, let's see, what did I count? 20 pages, I believe. I love that blue one. You know I love the blue. So I'm thinking it's 20 pages, I believe. I think you've got 10 pages of the 10 journal pages, and then I went ahead and made a tag journal too, because I knew a lot of you had asked for another tag journal. So I went ahead and made that. That's this. Same size as the one before that we made for Christmas. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have 10 pages of this as well. But that's a scrap page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I'm sorry. So there's 8 pages of this and 8 pages of this. It's 16 instead of 20. So you've got 2 tags on each page. Now, I didn't do the background for the tags because I figured you could either use some of these pieces for your background, or you could just line the background with your writing paper. I think I'm just going to put coffee dyed paper on the back of mine. I will be making this pretty soon. These are, somebody asked what size these were. These are 7 3/4 by 4 5/8. That's the size of them. I love the lady in red and the blue, of course, and the green. I love all of them. Very, very nice, I think. And that's just a scrap paper that my printer messed up on, and as a matter of fact, we might just start out with that page. I'm going to lay my tag pieces aside because I'm not going to work on it today. I'll be making it a little bit later, so I'm going to lay those aside. Today, what I want to work on is, I don't know what. Truthfully, I mean, my mind is absolutely blank. So I thought if I laid this out, that I might actually get something in my head. But I don't know if I am or not. Now this is one of the tall tags. We have these in the store. I think it has a couple of different sizes in the tags. This one is 8 1/2, and it is about 4 1/8. So that's a pretty big tag, but sometimes in my journals I need large tags. But this paper won't go all the way from the top to the bottom. I don't want my white tag to show. If this was brown or any other color, I would leave it. But it happens to be white, so I am going to cover it all up. I'll just have to trim off a little bit at the bottom. And I think I'm going to use this side. So we'll get started and see what we can do. I have no clue. Now, I printed this on a heavier paper. So I'm going to be able to use my Bearly Arts or art glitter, whatever you have. You can use your glue stick if you want, but I had just as soon used this today. I love my glue stick, but on these big items, I like to use, if the paper's thick enough, I like to use my wet glue. I hope I got that somewhat near straight. Maybe I did. And right away, I need a baby wipe. Because I got glue all over the place. I love the smell of these little baby wipes. They accidentally sent me the wrong ones. I usually order the ones without the scent because, you know, sometimes you never know what scent you're going to get. And my nose has got where it's so sensitive to different smells that I have got to where I just order everything unscented. But they sent me the wrong ones, and I contacted them about it, and they said, well, just keep those and we can see where you ordered the unscented, and it was our mistake. So just keep those and we'll send you some more. So they did. But I opened a pack of these the other day, and I thought, they don't smell bad at all. They have a very, very light scent. So I thought, well, I'll use them. And I did contact them and told them that I said, I am using these. I said, I hate not to pay you for them. I said, just go ahead and charge me for both packages, and because I order them like a case at a time. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. Use them if you want to. We didn't ask you to return them. I said, well, I hate not to pay for them now that I smelt of them and I kind of like them. They're not strong at all. They said, no, we wouldn't adhere to it. So I said, fantastic, I'll take it. All right, what I'm going to do is, I love that image on there. I don't think that's going to need much more except maybe a little label here. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put some writing paper on the back. And let me see. Ooh, I'm going to have to cut it off even more with that one. I've got some pieces of writing paper right here. Let me just pull them out. I know I have to pull things out sometimes. Okay, that one will work. Now, this is not a very thick paper, so I am going to use my glue stick, my favorite glue stick in the whole wide world. We have really, really sold these glue sticks. Thank you guys so much. Now, we've got them by the whole 12-pack case if you want them. If you want a 12-pack. I may even put up the cases, and if you want to buy the whole case, I'll give you a little bit of a discount on the whole case if you want me to do that. Don't tell Melina that I'm telling you that, though. She would be like, Mother, I just got that fixed. Now, no, she wouldn't care about the price. She'd just be, oh, you're going to fix the website then, right? Of course I am. Because she does all of our inventory. Well, her and Brandon together. They do our inventory and, you know, putting things in the store and all of that kind of stuff. So now that she's got it all updated and all that, she's going to be happy with me going around and changing things. But we did get a pretty large shipment in of them, and then we turned around and ordered another large shipment, and they haven't said that they're not going to send it, so I'm thinking that it's going to come in sometime this week. So we should have plenty for everybody. I know I had quite a few that said, I went over and checked on Amazon, and they're like $6 over there. Yes, they are. They're charging an arm and a leg for them on Amazon, and I don't know why. Because I know they don't cost them that much. I mean, we're not charging a lot for ours at all, but we're making about 50 cents. You know, we're making a little bit of money. It's not much, but it's a little. I'm not going to overcharge you guys just to make an extra $1. I'm not going to do that. Now, I will stitch around these, but I won't do it on camera. As you guys know, I've told you I cannot get my sewing machine in the camera without messing things up. And I haven't got my setup over there yet. Still I've got some lights that are supposed to be added before too long in that corner. It's a little dark corner where my sewing machine is. So hopefully, before too much longer, I can do that. Now I can feel where that little hole's supposed to be. So we're going to go ahead and punch our hole there. And I don't know, I might add an eyelet in there. What do you think? I've got this little box of eyelets. One of you guys sent these to me. I think they're a little bit bigger than that hole, but we can fix that. What do we want to, let's do a real vintage one. Yeah, they're a little bigger, but we can fix it. I'm just going to take my little pokey tool. I know some people use a pencil. Let's do my little pokey tool. And I probably should have waited till this all dried, but you know me, I didn't. I did not. I think it'll still work. We hope. Okay, let's see which way we're going to turn it here. Either you're flipping it over and over. Decide. I'm hoping I've got the right setting on there. Yep, it'll work. I'll just make sure it's pressed in good. All right. So thank you. I'm thinking, Nina, is that your name? I'm sorry if I forgot your name. I'm thinking you sent these to me. Thank you so much. I love them. Okay. And I don't know if I ever showed the large package that she sent me on video or not. I kind of lost, when I got sick the last time, I kind of lost track of what I had and had not shown. If I didn't, I am so sorry. When I start using the things, I'll try to say, you know, who sent it to me if I can remember. But just know that I'm very thankful for everything that you guys give me. I would never want you to think that I'm unappreciative. Never, ever, ever. I think we'll put that label on there. You can see I still don't have my labels in a label folder or journal because, you know why? I haven't made one other one yet. And my other one is full. I don't have time to make one. That's cute. I think I want a number up here at the top. So let's drag out this little guy that's fixing to blow up. And we will put a number. You can see I have already cut out the number 8. So we're going to have to go with a different number. I have to reprint my number 8s quite often. And I am using Scorched Timber to ink with. We do have plenty of the Scorched Timber in right now. We got a large restock in yesterday, and I've already put it in the store. I didn't even wait for Melina to do it. I just put it in there because I had a lot of people asking about the Scorched Timber and the teal bundle of goodies. So I went ahead and put it in. Now, I think what I'm going to do with this, instead of just having a plain tag, let's see if it works. Let's see if my mind, if I can get what's in my mind down in front of me. I don't know if I can. All right, let's see what this would look like. I want her face to show, so. Okay, I think I'll cut this down just a little bit. Don't ask me what I'm fixing to do because I don't know. Fixing. That's what my son-in-law would just die if he heard me say that. Fixing to. Don't ask me what I'm fixing to do. He just kills me. And somebody said, well, when I said that before, they said, well, he must not be from around here anywhere because we all say that. And he is. He's actually born and raised right here, not too far from my house. But he's just very, I guess you could call it proper. Not that he's a snob nose or anything, but he is very proper in his bit, which he has business, so he has to be. But he's very proper talking and very proper, you know, in his work. So That's just the way he is. But he's a sweetheart. He's not a bad guy at all. Okay, I got this punch the other day. I didn't even know that I had ordered it, but evidently either I got it or one of you guys sent it to me. I don't know which. Oh, I cut it just the right width. So it's got a 2.5, 2-inch, and 1 1/2. Now what you can do is, as long as you don't have it too wide, I'm thinking this is what you can do. Put it in there, and it punches you this nice little end on there. So I thought I would play with this punch today. See what we can make with it. Now you can of course make tags using this. Whoops. I don't think I had that exactly straight. It'll take me a while to learn to use it. And you get your little giblets. Isn't that cute? I think that's cute. Now I think what I'm going to do, like I said, I probably should not have cut off the ends. No. I should have cut a little bit more on the ends. No, I'm not going to cut any more. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold a little bit over on either end of this. Not a lot, just a little. Fold a little bit on this side. I don't want them to meet in the middle. I'm hoping I got them somewhere close to the same. Looks like this one's a little bit more. Back it off a little bit. You can measure if you want. I don't want to. Okay, I think that'll work. We may have to fold that one over a little bit more. We'll see. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of just wrapping this around, which we definitely could do that, I want to stuff the back of this with some goodies. I don't know, I've got into this thing lately about putting stuffing in things. I'm going to fold that one back over where it was. I think it'll be better. I want it to be a little bit loose because I want to put some things in the back, but I don't want it to be real loose. And I probably still have a little bit too much room, but we'll see. And then we will maybe put some eyelets here and then tie pretty string around it. But right now, let me find some things to go in behind here. So I did go ahead and trim this off a little bit because I didn't want it to meet in the middle. I'll tell you the size of mine now. I don't know if that's going to be the size that you need or not. It's 7 1/4 inches to go on this tag. Of course, you're going to have to adjust it to whatever tag you have. You could just put it on here and then fold it around like that. That would be fine. I did go ahead and fold a couple of my digitals. Well, this is my digital right here, and it's just an antique letter, and then this is an old book page of Alice's Adventures, and then I had, oh, it's stuck to the back, and then just a piece of ephemera, and I'm going to put that behind it. So you not only get the tag and the writing space, but then you get a surprise behind your tag. I went ahead and put my eyelets in because you guys know how to put eyelets in. You definitely do. See, I wanted the lady's head to show at least. You can put these close to the top, or you can slide them on down toward the bottom. And then I'm going to use some of this twine. This is some twine, I think, that came with the, might have been last month's E-Club kit. I don't remember. But when we have a little bit left over, guess who gets it? Me. I get it. Okay. I'm not going to have a ton. Come on, quit hanging on my scissors. Then I can do another one with that one. So, just going to hopefully tie a little knot. And then a little bow. And there we go. So we've got a little bow over here with kind of a belly band around it. And then on the back, you have your writing space, but then you have a few little freebies on there as well. Now, if you're afraid this will slide off and on, what you could do is put a little bit of glue on here. I don't want to do that because I don't want to glue this, and you know, somebody might get it and they don't want glue on here. They want to pull that off and use it somewhere else, and that's fine. But you could put a little glue on the edges if you wanted to, but it's going to stay on there, I think. I don't think it's going to fall off. Nope. So that is one. And then we could put a little piece of this through the top if we want. Let's see. Just match it all up. Oh, come on. Go in. This one is a little bit thicker than just regular baker's twine. There we go. So there is that tag. Now let's make something different. I love that, and I will be making more of those, but let's try something different. This is a very fragile, as you know, the Glossine bags that we sell. They're not, well, you know, Glossine's not hefty anyway. And I want to put a belly band around this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut kind of a piece of cardstock or something that's going to be the size of this that I can slip down in there. And I'm thinking I have the right piece right here. I think this will work wonderfully. Let's see which side. Let's do this way, maybe. I can get part of the castle in there. And that this will also be an embellishment that they'll have as well. I lost my mark, so I'm hoping that was the mark. Okay, let's see if this works. Or if I'll have to trim it a little bit more. I want it the correct size. Oh yes, working perfect. So now we have something in there, and then I'm going to decorate a little bit on the front. I'm not going to cover it completely because I don't want it covered completely. But we'll put a little bit of something on the front. Thinking I may just put a pretty big label and then maybe a flower. Might put that one on that side, and you can see the little stamps on that side. Let me grab a flower. Now, I still have not cut out any of my really big flowers, but I think one of these might work. All right, I think I'm going to put that flower on, but I want another label here at the bottom to cover up the stem. Okay, let's just put that on there. Remember, on Glossine as well as vellum, either use your glue stick, which I can't guarantee your glue stick doesn't, because I don't know what kind you use, but I know ours doesn't make it your vellum or your Glossine pucker, but some of them might, I'm not sure. Or you can use your Barely Arts. And this flower I printed on heavier paper, so we can use this. Okay. And I'm thinking I need something right there too. Maybe a number. Let's do one of these red numbers. Sticking to my fingers. And I'm going to ink the top of this just a little. Now, I think we'll try one of the belly bands around this. I don't know. You may just want to leave it like it is, but right now I'm thinking about belly bands. And I don't know why exactly. I don't know if I want another coffee dye. Let me look and see what other scraps I have. I think I'm going to use a piece of this. This is out of my Vintage Valentine, I do believe. This is out of that kit, and I like how it goes with. Now this is, I've just printed this on some regular copy paper. So I'm going to fold it over because it needs to be thicker. Much thicker. And then I'm going to cut this off. And we will have to trim it, but right now I just want to, let's see which side I want to bring to the front. I think it's going to be this one. Because I want those, whoops, that'll be upside down, Edith. You can't do that. That will be right side up. Okay. I'll figure this out in a minute. We're going to do it this way. That'll make it right side up. And I just want to fold it over about like that. I'm going to glue those together, but right now I'm just kind of getting my folds in. Fold that one over about like that. And then I need to trim it. Pencil, where are you? I'm going to trim it about right there. So then we'll see what we need to do after that. I haven't got used to how much that punch takes off of the end, so that's why I'm just kind of guessing at this thing right now. I'll try to remember to link these kits below. If I don't, you can just go to our website, go to digitals, and you'll find them. We leave them up by the date that they're published. So I'm going to trim this before I actually put glue on it. The reason being is I don't know, after I add glue, I don't know what will happen. I don't know if it'll get stuck up in this thing or not. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. I looked back and I didn't see where I had ordered it, so I'm thinking that one of you guys sent it to me. Now, I did look to see if we could order these and have them in the store, and we can. I don't remember how much it said they were, but if you want me to order some, I may put up like a pre-order, so you can go ahead and pre-order yours, and then we will have them in the store, and I'll order some extra for people who don't want to pre-order. Okay, we need to fold that over more. I'm promising all of these things that I'm going to do, and when I get off of here, I'll probably forget. I'll get busy doing something else, and I'll forget what I'm going to do. I'll be like, oh, you said you was going to do so-and-so. Well, yeah, I was, but I forgot. And I know you're thinking, you need to glue that together because it'll be much easier to fold. Okay, I think I about got it. It will be much easier to fold, but I wanted to make sure that I had everything cut off before I actually glued it, because I don't know what that glue will do to that punch, and I don't want to tear my punch up. So I'm going to glue them both sides together. Now you could just use another piece of paper on the back, and then I'm going to trim this off because I've got a little white edge showing there. I told you, I'm just kind of stuttering and stammering through this one because I didn't know what I was going to do. Sometimes my head's blank like everybody else's. A lot of times my head's blank. Okay. I think that is going to work. Is that the way I was going to put it on? I think so. Yeah. All right. We're going to put that on like so. All right, I'm going to put some eyelets in here just to keep the string from pulling out mainly. You don't have to use eyelets, but when you pull on this to tighten the string, I'm afraid it would pull out if you didn't have eyelets in it. Oh, let's do the big white ones. I don't mind that. And a lot of these eyelets have also been gifted to me, so I don't have a clue where they come from. Except they have been gifted to me over the past probably 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I like the big white ones. Cool. Right, now we just need some string. I have this red string. That would probably work. We also have some white, but I think this red will work. I don't have any pink right here on my desk. I've got pink, but not on my desk. This will be a nice piece to go in our Valentine journal. Now, I don't want to pull it too tight because I don't want the sides to bow up. There we go. And now we can slide something in the back. And I'll probably cover that card that's in there on the back so that it can be writable. Okay, let's put these pieces in there. Now with this one, until I get something slid in there, it's going to slide around. But I think once I add some things in, it's not going to. And I'm not going to ink these. The person that receives them might want to ink and they might not. So we're going to leave them uninked. This one I'll have to fold a little bit in and a little bit over. October 1st, 1897. And this one is 18, I don't know if that's a 26 or 76. I don't know. Now these are going to be a little taller than this, but that's okay. They don't have to be the same height. And then let's see, let's grab a card or something to put in there. Grab an extra little piece of ephemera, stick in there. And there you go. There's that one. Now, somebody asked me the other day what could you do with just pages out of a magazine? You can definitely do something like this with pages from a magazine. If you want me to do that, you can hold on just a minute. Let me go over and get a page from a magazine and I'll show you how you can do something like this. Now, I don't have a lot of magazines. Someone sent me these and they're the Ancestry magazines. So let's just find a page in here that we want to use. See what we can come up with. I like to find pages that's got maybe some pretty images on it or just something pretty. So that says scrapbooking. Ooh, that's a pretty page. Let's see what else we've got though. See, I like this. This is very old, antique looking. So I think we'll use that page to get this out of the book without tearing it all to pieces. Just put my ruler there and tear it out like that. I'll see if we've got maybe one more in here somewhere. Oops, that one came out too, but it doesn't really have anything on it. That's a nice page that you could use. And it came out. And look, on the back you've got petition for naturalization. It's got all that information on the back. So there, we've got two. Look at this. You know what I would like to use with those for? I'd like to stamp on them and then use them for like little pieces of tape. I know, I'm crazy. Crazy. Now, I could have used these, but those have some people on it that actually live here in my county. So I don't want to make them mad by putting their picture on YouTube. So I just use those for glue pages, and I try to keep them turned over and not show the people, because I don't know if they wanted everybody in the world to see their image or not. Even though they are on, well, that's a magazine that mainly comes just to people here in Coleman County, so I don't think it would go anywhere else. Okay. So we're going to use this side. Now, if we fold it in half, we'll still get both images on there. That would be cute. But I want to fold the bottom up first. And I'm making this up as I go. I have no clue if this is going to work. I'm going to fold the bottom up first, and then I'm going to fold it over. I just folded it where we could get both images on. Okay, and we'll, if we need to, we'll trim the little piece off there. I think, like I said, I'm making this up as I go. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use these inside for pockets. And that's where we will put our little extra pieces of goodies. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Whoops. These pages are a little bit, they're not real shiny like those are, but they're a little bit slick. As a matter of fact, let me move those over because they're glaring in the screen. Okay, we've got that. Now, I don't mind these images to be my focal point, but I think I want to put something right here because you're only getting part of the conversation there, or the information, conversation information. So let's do this. Let's see. Let me think. Let's do this first. Let's go ahead and round the corners. Oh, this is not the round. This is the tag punch, which is fine. We'll just punch them like a tag. And then on this end, I will use the smaller punch. Either one works for me. Okay, now let's decide what we want to put right here. I think a pretty good sized label and maybe a bird or a flower. What do you think about a bird? I do have some birds that are cut out, and I have some larger labels. Oh, that's too large, and we don't want another image. We want a label with some writing because we've got images at the top. Now what I'm trying to come up with is just something to kind of accent this. Maybe a color that would accent this, like that one I like, because you don't really have any teal in there, but it's a little bit of green here and there. I don't want something like this because it blends too much. Don't want a pink because there's no pink at all up there. So I'm thinking it's going to be that one. It doesn't have to match perfectly, just so it will accent. It doesn't even have to be the same color, as long as it's a good accent. Okay, what birdie do we want to use? I think I want a bird that goes that way. And these might actually be too big. Ooh, I like that one with this. See the browns and the burgundies and all of that? I like that. So I'm going to put a little ink. I didn't cut out right between the feet or the legs. So I'm going to put a little ink there just to kind of cover over that white. And then I'm going around it with a little bit of ink just to make sure that there's no white standing out. So now, do we want our birdie on top of the tag? Yes, we want the tag down first. And then we want our bird on top. Trying to decide. I don't want to cover up all of my writing down there. Okay, come on, birdie. Put you right there. I feel like there should be something there because his beak's just sticking out there on nothing. Maybe put that little piece behind his head. This is 1836. Agnes, Poissot. Don't know. Don't know how to pronounce that. Put your little beak back down. Okay. So there is that. I'm going to ink around it while I think a little bit. I got to think about what else I'm going to do to it. See, you can embellish the back too. And I may do that, not right now, but I may do that before I put it in a journal. Let's see, I think I want a little label or something up here. I'd like to have a label that has a name on it, but I don't think I've got one of those. Nope. No, I don't think I have a label skinny enough, so I'll probably stamp something there. I don't know. We're going to leave that for now. Now we're going to add some goodies on the inside. I am just going to trim out these tags real quick and add those on the inside. I'll probably back them before I send them with it. But right now we're just going to trim them out and add them. It's actually a nice spring tag. And for this side, I think I'll just cut out a journal card, if I can separate them. Then we're going to add some things behind them. These invoices are from the old design shop. See, I've got some in my store that look almost like this. That's why it's so hard sometimes to tell. Unless you know particular that, you know, that came out of your stash. But I have so many different ones in my stash, and my memory is not so great. So I've got to start putting my name on everything. It's hard to put your name on pieces that are large because you don't really have the room to put your name on them. But I've got to try to start. Let's see. Is that going to go in there? Nope. We're going to have to fold it 3 times. And that's okay. These are some that I actually purchased a couple of years ago before I started making digitals. And I'm pretty sure this one came from her as well. I've had them printed off for a long time. Okay, that one can go back there. So there's a couple of pieces on the inside. Now we need to do something here because that is upside down. I think I'm just going to put on a couple of ephemera pieces. Maybe. Don't want that one on there though. I'm going to put this one about right there. Then I need something different on the other side. I don't want them to match. I think I'll put this little pink flower here. And we may put a little label of some kind behind it. Yeah, that will work. So we've made these using 3 different types of material. So grab out those old magazine pages. Whatever they've got, it doesn't matter what they've got on them. If you want to put something different on them, then you can always add things. And put that a little bit at an angle, I think. Because I want some of my label to show. All right, there we go. Got 2 nice pieces in there. Now let's make a little skinny belly band. I don't want one that's real thick because I don't want to cover up everything, but maybe a little skinny one that'll go right here. And I think I'm going to use a piece of this ledger paper. This is from my digital. Well, I take that back. This is from Betty's digital. Betty actually, well, it's my digital, but Betty actually gave me these ledger pages a long time ago. And it's all that I had. So I made digitals out of them because, well, I asked her, could I? And she said, of course. And I made digitals out of them because I didn't want to use them and not have them anymore. So these are from 1900. I'm going to fold this one like I did the other because this is very, well, not real thin, but it's pretty thin paper. Now let's see where we need to fold it. First I have to get it the right way up. So I don't want to cut a lot of that side off because I want those numbers. And this one I can go ahead and put pretty tight because we've got our goodies on the inside. So I'm going to cut it off right there at that line, and then I'm going to cut that off right there, and I think we'll have to refold it, but we'll do it. Now, since I didn't have any clue what I was going to make, this has taken me a little while to do these. I'm going to go ahead and trim this because I just tore it. It's not exactly straight. Straighten it up a little bit. There we go. Now let's see if our little punch will do this one. I don't want to glue it. I always want to glue it first, but I don't need to because I'm afraid it won't punch right. Ooh, where does it go? There we go. So let me know if you want one of these punches. You can email me. That would be the safest way. Because if you put it in the comments below, I may not see it. Even though I try to read all of them, sometimes I run out of time. And it's hard for me to read them all. Ooh, I gotta pull my jacket off now. I'm hot. My raggedy jacket. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's glue it together. I love journal pages. Oh, and I have some goodies to show you guys. I'm going to wait another day or two because someone told me that they had mailed me some things, some journals. So, not journals, some ledger paper. What kind of paper did I call this? Journal paper? This is ledger paper. Someone told me that they had mailed me some more ledgers. So, I'm going to wait a few days before I show everything. Just to make sure that I get it all in. Then I can show it all at one time. But I'm excited. I've got one and it's so pretty. I cried when I got it out of the box. I'll just have to tell y'all. And I don't know if she wants me to tell who she is or not. So she didn't put a note or anything in it. So I won't mention her name, but she's the same one who sent me the sewing machine. I finally found out who sent me the sewing machine. But I won't mention her name unless she tells me that I can. So, but thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I cried when I got that out of the, or as my mama used to say, I squalled. I squalled. That's what my mother used to say. I just squalled and squalled. She was very country, even more than me. Okay, we're going to put that like that. Looks like I've got one folded a little bit different than the other, so let me try to straighten them up. Yeah, the package came pretty late last night. Our mail has got to where it's not running until the wee hours of the night. And she brought it up to the door, and I saw her on my camera. I have a little security camera. I saw her on my camera, and I thought, what in the world is she bringing me in a big old box? I don't remember ordering anything. So I went out, and it was pouring down rain. I went out to get it. And when I saw it in the box, it said from eBay, and I thought, oh no, I have accidentally ordered something from eBay. You know, sometimes I do that. I hit the wrong buttons. I was looking on there the other night, but I didn't order anything. And then I opened it up and I thought, well, I don't remember. It didn't have any note or anything in it, but I thought, I don't remember ordering this. Did I order this? So I had to go look in my account to see if I had. And I hadn't, but then I got to looking at the journal and I realized who it was from because she told me what year. Then I got to looking in the ledger and I realized who it was from because she told me what year the ledger paper was. So I figured that out. I figured out who it was from, and it's so nice of you. I can't believe you sent it to me though. I mean, that's absolutely way beyond too much, but I thank you so much. All right, I think I want some, Yeah, I have a little bit in here. I think I want some of this on here, if I can get some off without getting it in a big knot. Now look at that. That's just from a regular old magazine page. Nothing special about it whatsoever, but we made it special. Now I don't know what I did with the other ones. I did have 2 more. Let me grab the other 2 that we made and I'll put them all together here so you can see them. Here we go, they're here. I just had them laid on the other desk. So you've got 3 different ones made out of 3 different products, basically. This is a big tag that we made. This is a magazine page and a Glossine bag. They've all got some goodies behind them. That one's got goodies on the inside. Those will be good to put in a journal. Okay guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.